Welcome to Kurt's Home Living. Lamb shanks. And these are the items that I'll be using in today's meal. Welcome back. Today I'm going to make some braised lamb shanks. A little bit of fried cabbage. And I'm going to make some cauliflower and mashed potatoes. Cauliflower and potato mashed potatoes. Okay, let's get started. Move this stuff off the way for now. Alright, I'm going to shorten up my cooking time with these lamb shanks. Usually they take a couple of hours. So I'm going to use my pressure cooker today. I have some of what was left of my garden rosemary. I have some tomato paste, some garlic, onions, peppers, some fresh thyme, some celery. My potatoes already rinsed, and some carrots. And I'll be adding a lot more other things in here as well. This is what I have out so far. I'm going to just give this a nice heavy dose, and these have already been cleaned with vinegar and lemon juice. I'm not going to keep showing that aspect of my videos. Trust and believe they've been cleaned thoroughly. These are lamb shanks. I went down to my local butcher down on the strip. I wanted them whole. He gave them to me cut, and I didn't know until I got home. So we're just going to work with them cut like this. I want to get our pan heated up with a little bit of oil. We're going to sear these off pretty good. Then we're going to create a broth to cook them in the pressure cooker with. And I'm going to do salt, pepper, and a little bit of smoked paprika in here for my sear. And if you see my videos, this is the pressure cooker I'm using, nothing fancy. Not a smart pot, just a regular pressure cooker. I'm going to need some broth. So I have some beef base here. And the ratio on this is 1 cup per teaspoon. I found a half teaspoon. We're going to go with 2 teaspoons. You could use vegetable broth, beef broth, chicken broth. Matter of fact, we're going to go with just 1 teaspoon of beef broth, and we're going to use a little bit of chicken broth. So we're just going to get this ready. We're not going to use this right now. And this is the same, 1 teaspoon per 8 ounces, which is a cup. So we'll just sit that to the side. Alright, we got hot enough in that pan. Let's go down with our shanks. You want to get a nice sear on this lamb, because once you put it in a pot, oven, pressure cooker, whatever your method is of cooking, it's going to lose a lot of that sear. So you want to sear it really good, a nice generous sear on this. So while that's searing off, I'm going to go ahead and throw my potatoes. I have a couple pounds of tomatoes and a head of cauliflower. The key to boiling potatoes is to make sure all your cuts are even. Go right in with our cauliflower. Okay, we're going with water in here. Okay, celery. Most of these vegetables that I'm putting in now, we're just going to cook out. Just trying to get flavor out of these vegetables. We're not going to be cutting our garlic, we're just going to put it in whole with the skin going. I'm going with 4 cloves of garlic. Alright, I've got a couple of these carrots. I'm going to try to sear these on all sides. Sometimes you even have to stand them up in the pan. Okay. Okay, that's it for searing. We'll go ahead and throw our vegetables in. I'm gonna get my pimento things I'm gonna be using. I got a couple dried chili peppers I'm gonna throw in there. I got some allspice berries, pimento. This is about 6 of them. And I have a little bit of cumin I'm gonna throw in there. And I have a bay leaf that I'm gonna be putting in the pot. Throw a little bit of salt in these vegetables. I'm gonna put a little oil on the bottom of this pan for our cabbage. Throw all this stuff away. I'm so used to having a garbage disposal until when I peel stuff, I put it right in my sink. I don't have a garbage disposal, but I don't notice I have it. It's been going up for years. Okay, that's it for that. We can go ahead and deglaze this with our wine. I'm gonna go ahead and with my rosemary. Couple sprigs of thyme. A little bit more water in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of Maggi in here. All-purpose liquid seasoning. Steroid, soy sauce on steroids. And a little Worcester sauce. We're going to reduce this wine down about halfway. I'm going to turn this cabbage on low. Our lamb shanks are going to take about 45 minutes in a pressure cooker. It's the same steps you take whether you're cooking it in an oven, pressure cooker, same steps. Only instead of putting it in an oven, I'm putting it in a pressure cooker. I'm going to go with a couple bay leaves. We go with a tablespoon of tomato paste. We're going to boil out for about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to throw these back in too. Let them get started. A half an onion, I'm going to just throw in this cabbage. Just throw a lid full of water in here. Okay, we're ready to go in the pressure cooker with our lamb shanks. It's a very simple recipe. Season, sear, create your broth, and cook. Either 40 to 50 minutes in a smart cooker, pressure cooker, or 2 to 3 hours in the oven. You want your liquid right above your meat. So we need a little bit more water in here. That should do it. The water a little bit above your meat. We're going to go for 45 minutes. Okay, we'll see you then. Okay, we're back. We're under 10 minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil in this pan and get this cabbage to frying. Cabbage tried to stick on me. Cabbage did stick on me. Caught it just in time. I'm going to go ahead and season this. Salt, pepper, and I'm going to put a little bit of my homemade garlic powder in. I had so much I had to use this old container, but this is my homemade garlic powder. More like a granulated garlic. I'm not going to sit that top all the way on, just a little bit. We'll go ahead and drain our cauliflower and our potatoes. Let's get a bowl to mix that in. The secret to potatoes where you don't get lumps and stuff in your potatoes, you don't put anything in your potatoes initially. You get it mixed up first, and then you add your stuff in there. And you really don't add cold stuff in there if you can help it. But unfortunately, I have some cold stuff that I'm going to have to add in here. So that's why I'm going to mix it up first. I'm old-fashioned, so I'm going to use I'm not that old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned enough to use a hand mixer. Like I said, the key is to mix it before you add anything to it. And I'm just going with basic mashed cauliflower potatoes. Salt, pepper, and milk, and butter. I'm going to add a little bit of butter. Unfortunately, I forgot to have the butter out so it could be soft. But I got a pretty good mix on. I don't think I'll have any lumps. And at this point, you can add some salt. You can use fine pepper for this. We're going to put a drop of milk in here. These are already pretty thinned up from the cauliflower. That's our pressure cooker. You might see me use a lot, but it's not near as close as salty as a table salt. And I sit on that. Get a little bit of oil in here. turn that down to medium, keep an eye on it. I'm gonna sit these potatoes to the side. Okay, let's see what's going on with these lamb shanks. Looking pretty good there. Get these shanks out. Cook beautifully. A good sear and 40 minutes in the pressure cooker. Okay, we're going to take our liquid, pour it back in the pot, cook it down a little bit. Here's our shanks. Coming right off. We're going to put the finishing touches on our sauce over here. Let's get a taste on this broth. That's good as is. It's going to cook down real nice, and all those flavors is just going to cook in to that. I think I'm going to add a little thickener to this. Just a little bit of flour and water. Use our same measuring cup we were using. Just a little bit, about a tablespoon. Since I have these mashed cauliflower and potatoes, I want a little something gravy-ish for that. Can I get in here with my hand for this? Make sure there's no lumps. If you gradually pour this in, stir while you pour it in, you'll never have any clumps or anything. Okay, I have some of my mint that I dried out, that I grew this year. It grows like crazy out here. I'm gonna throw some of this mint in my sauce. I'm gonna use fresh mint. All right, that stuff still smells like double mint gum. I'll still get the flavors from it. I've turned this down to low, just gonna let it keep frying on low. I like to get it a little darker than this. While we're waiting on that, we're gonna go ahead and sample a little piece of this. See how that's falling right off? Mmm. That is really good. You want it still stuck to the bone? As soon as you touch it, you want it to just fall off. That's how you want to cook. No more, no less. I'm gonna use a little bit of my granulated garlic. I want this to cook down about at least halfway. Get all the stems out of here. Okay, I have a pita that I'm gonna be serving that on. Take our same pan, a little bit of oil. Put on this pita. We'll just toast this pita and serve the shank on the pita. We'll just take this yogurt and mix it up with a little bit of cucumber. A little bit of salt. And I'm looking for dill weed. A little white pepper. A little bit of my handy lemon juice. Something missing. Okay, everything's about done. Our potatoes, cabbage, a quick little tzatziki, our sauce. I want that to crisp up a little more, and I'm gonna pull that pita off. And that's it. And here it goes. Braised lamb shank, sitting in a piece of buttered pita bread, toasted. Some cauliflower mashed potatoes. A little tzatziki sauce on my cauliflower mashed potatoes. That's a mixture of potatoes and cauliflower. My fried cabbage. Some fresh mint I just picked from outside on the top of the lamb shanks. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Wow, this is one for the cookbooks. Delicious. Thanks for watching Kurt's Home Living.